All right, we are recording. Hi, Joe. I'm Erin McIntyre, everybody, for who's tuning in. It's Tuesday night and Gut Health, Happiness, and Beyond. And I just wanted to introduce you to my wonderful friend, Joe Stevens. We actually met by chance, kind of through Plexus, which is a crazy story in and of itself that we don't need to get into tonight. But a little bit about Joe. He is a dad of two. He is a Marine. He's been a Marine for 13 years. Wonderful Christian guy, just an all-around incredible man. And I really wanted you guys to hear his testimony, hear a little bit about why he joined Plexus and joined this opportunity. So without further ado, Joe, tell me a little bit about yourself, tell the world a little bit about yourself, and then I'll kind of ask you some more questions from there.
All right. Well, thanks for having me. I like I said, I've been in the Marines for 13 years now, and I married for 6 years. Been traveling back from Virginia, New Jersey, Connecticut now, being close to family. I'm actually heading off to school, another military school, in about 3 days. So I've been doing Plexus for 3 months now, and I jumped into it because my wife did it about 3 years ago, and I was taking her products here and there, and she was actually like motivating me to do it with her. And eventually, she just kind of like stopped selling, and she was just taking the products here and there. And one day we were sitting on the couch, and she's like, "Oh yeah, like maybe I'll stop doing Plexus." And I kind of picked it up, and I was like, "Well, maybe I'll do it." And we didn't really talk much about it, but then I signed up thinking I know that I know that I could do it. I wanted to do it with her, and we have worked together a little bit here and there, doing this Plexus business. And since I've started doing it, before I started doing it, I had crazy headaches. I was having trouble sleeping all the time, from my military experience, deploying and whatnot. And I had bad pain in my elbows and wrists and back and knees from running all the time and carrying weight and whatnot. And then bowel movements. I was pooping like crazy because I was drinking way too much coffee. And then just headaches are horrible. I was always sluggish. You drink coffee and you don't realize you still don't feel good. You get addicted to the coffee, not really the energy. You get like little buzzes of energy, but not really. It doesn't really fix it. And then when I started doing Plexus, the triplex just changed everything. Like I had more energy right off the bat. I actually committed to like detoxing. Like I was cutting out sugar. I was even not putting creamer in my coffee, and I was just trying to see how well the products were working. And the pink drink was amazing. I start off my day every day with pink drink, and it just gives me so much energy. It makes me feel better. It just wakes. If I slept like, if I had a late night or early morning, within like 30 minutes, I'm up. Like I had a great night of sleep. And headaches are gone. I used to have horrible mood, because I just get a random headache here and there, and I have to like walk away because I didn't want to like yell at anybody because it just hurt so bad. And they're gone completely. I haven't had one since I started Plexus. Um, I have crazy amount of energy. I sleep great. I'm out like a rock after like 5 or 10 minutes, and I sleep until my alarm goes off in the morning. It it fixed my bowel movements. I'm not going like 5-6 times a day. I'm going like twice, maybe 3 times a day, which I guess is normal.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's the pain. My joint pain's gone. I don't know. I took it easy for a little bit when I first started off because my wife was taking it as well, and I probably took like half a bottle's worth. So here and there with the triplex, I can do a crazy kettlebell workout, and my wrists are fine, my elbows are fine, knees are fine. So all I can say is it's been amazing since starting, and now I get to help other people experience the same joy that I get.
That is incredible. And I will say too, regarding the headaches, my husband was in the military, and I don't know what it is about military and headaches or migraines, but his were terrible, and he would get really cranky, and I could always tell when he was having them because he'd be like super nonverbal and crabby.
Right.
And that was one of the first things that we noticed too, was his headaches and migraines were completely gone, and that was just an incredible thing for him as well. And yeah, I've been doing this for 2 years, so I've seen hundreds of people's lives changed, and I've seen people who are really constipated who are now able to go regularly, or people who are kind of like you where they're going too much. And they can like tone that down to kind of those normal 2 to 3 bowel movements a day. They say kind of a bowel movement for every meal is pretty
Yeah.
normal. So that's obviously a lot more comfortable. And I really empathize with you on the coffee because I love how coffee tastes, but I don't love how it makes my gut feel. And
Yep.
like you said, you kind of get those weird zaps of energy, but then you get the crash too. And so what's so great about the pink drink is you get this kind of level energy all day where you just feel clear. You don't have that brain fog, and it just helps so much.
Yeah.
And of course the ease too, the inflammation reduction that goes along with the ease is incredible for pain relief. Yeah, you've kind of seen it all in the improved sleep and everything else. So you have an incredible testimony for just being consistent with these products, since February. It's amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't change it. Like I said, the level-headedness of the pink drink. Like sometimes I'll see, because we still make coffee, and I'll ask myself, like, do I really want a cup of coffee right now? Because sometimes I'll take pink drink, and if I have coffee like an hour or two later, it actually it makes me feel worse. So if I go without coffee, I feel great.
Yeah, I'm the same way. Sometimes I'll still want it just because of the taste, or there's just like the warmth or that coziness. It's not like you have to quit coffee or anything, but I find that I'm more level-headed and my energy is actually better when I kind of go without it. And some people actually don't metabolize caffeine correctly, and their body doesn't respond well to caffeine. I actually think I'm one of those people. So I'm pretty excited to have that natural alternative, and especially, for me, I'm 30, what am I, like 34 and a half weeks pregnant at this point, and to not be dependent on coffee is great when you're pregnant, and to
Yeah.
have a healthy pink drink when I'm pregnant is a great thing too. So these products are incredible, and now you're changing lives. So you started just kind of sharing your journey and telling some other friends about Plexus. So tell me a little bit about that. Tell me who you've helped, and how this has kind of blessed your family just to be able to share this opportunity with others.
Um. Yeah. When I first started off, I reached out to a handful of people, and some of them have joined my team, and it's really been consistently taking the products and seeing how it helped me, and then realizing how it could help other people. And I reached out to more and more people, and I have seen like maybe half the people on my team reached out to me personally, and the other half I reached out to. So, um, and they're all different. Some of them are just weight loss. Some of them are horrible inflammation. Some of them are like um, anxiety and really really bad pain and headaches, and some of them are just they want the financial freedom, so they saw that it can help them health wise, and they wanted a little extra money too. So each person's different, and I love that, because you get to reach out to so many different people and help people in so many different ways.
Yeah. Yeah, it's incredible. And I think you were saying you even have a friend whose son, was it their son or that had autism, and she started for the probiotics and started noticing some behavior changes in her child.
Yep. So she actually reached out to me, and she's like, "Hey, does your products have this ingredient?" And I'm like, I was researching. I'm like, "Oh, unfortunately, no." But then she's like, "You know what? I still want to try it to see how it helps, because I heard obviously probiotics are good." So she gave it to her daughter, and within like the same week, her behavior was completely different, and that's what kind of motivated her to take it herself. So she reached out. I followed up with her like a couple weeks later, and she out of the blue, she became an ambassador. I sent her my link a while back to order the probiotic, and she still had the link, so she just logged in and got Triplex. And since then, she said she's already lost a few pounds, and she just feels better.
That's incredible. Yeah, I think you're seeing quite a few people on your team just already having these changes where they're just feeling better, they're feeling more energetic, they're maybe noticing some weight loss or just those small things. I always tell people pay attention to your mind, your body, your skin, your sleep, and your energy. And that's really where you're going to notice those changes because gut health impacts everything. The microbiome is so important. And there's more and more research on how the microbiome even impacts your immunological health as well. So it's crazy how when you address healing the gut, how it changes things like headaches and sleep and how your mind feels and your brain fog. And
Yeah,
for somebody with, autism, those children, unfortunately, I mean, there's lots of research on how it impacts your bowel. A lot of these people have inflammatory bowel problems. And so when you start healing the gut, you do start seeing behavior changes, and that's well documented. In the research. And so that's super awesome that you can say that you help somebody's child as well. So you're changing people's lives. And then, how does this financial opportunity affect your family? I know for you, it seems like an opportunity to give back. So tell me a little bit about that. I think that's really noble.
yeah. So we talked before, with this whole Corona stuff going on right now. I'm not sure if we're supposed to talk about that, but just there's some people out there in our family who have small businesses. Like one's a hairdresser, and he's pretty much, his business is about to go under, and he can't pay the bills. And his wife, unfortunately, works for him. So if he's out of business, she's out of business, and they have two girls. And they were very successful before that, but even not having money coming in, so we reached out to them, and we were able to buy them some groceries. And my wife's grandmother had some health issues, and we are able to take time to help her out and buy groceries for them, and just be able to, and other people. It kind of makes you want to give back. So when you see people who you see these great deals that Plexus offers, it almost motivates you to want to be able to meet their needs, meet them. If somebody's like, I can't afford it, well, okay, well, how much can you afford? Because I want you to
Right.
experience these products.
Right.
Not because of me. Like, obviously, $25 is not that much money for, it's, you could lose weight, you could change your life, you could change your family's life, you could quit your job and be able to spend more time with your kids. That's a
Right.
big thing for me. I mean, I'm in the military right now, and I'm in transition where I I get to see my kids right now because of my situation, but that would be a motivator for me. If I wasn't in the military and I was working some job, 12-hour days, I would want to experience that financial freedom so I can see my kids more often.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
you know,
Yeah. That's
so
been huge for me. I've been able to cut, I'm a physical therapist, and I've been able to cut a lot of work hours from my schedule, um, just because of this opportunity. And it's just been amazing to see hundreds of lives changed, and yours being one of them. And you've seen incredible changes, and you're doing so much to just serve the community and then serve your friends and family too. So I'm glad that we could hear from our Marine tonight and get kind of a male's perspective. I'm always really impressed with guys who are sharing this opportunity and who start this opportunity, and especially, of course, with our military. Like, can't help but have a fondness for you just for that as well. So thank you for sharing your story and for being so wonderful and for just making an impact. You're incredible.
no, I'm definitely thankful for you because it's funny because like I said before, I was doing Plexus alone and unafraid for like 3 weeks, and then finally I'm like, how come I don't have a sponsor?
Right.
And I reached out because I signed up by myself. So, and I saw Aaron McIntyre. I'm like, who is that? And they're like, literally, as soon as I emailed you, like within like a couple of minutes, you're like, hey, I'm so excited, and you immediately got to work and motivated me and encouraged me and got me everything I needed to be successful. And I appreciate that, you and Lauren, what you guys have done for me. And
Yeah.
that's one thing that I go with people. I say, hey, what do you think? What is your business or your job, doing for you? Like, are they investing in you? And I feel like Plexus is that's almost as good as the products is the team.
Yeah, exactly. Like that sense of community and just the camaraderie and lifelong friendships. It's amazing. Like
Yeah,
honestly, I think I was lonely before I started this journey, and now I just have all of these lifelong friends, and then these people that I've impacted and who are thanking me, and it's an incredible community. So thanks for being a part of it, and thanks for your time.
Well, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna end the recording here. Let's see, stop recording.